And I'm back to do more UFC predictions. This is for UFC 197. The main event is an odd one. It's the return of Jon Jones. Jon Jones has been out for some time. Most of that is his own fault. And, I'm split on this because I admire the way that the organisation dealt with him in one respect. He was extremely high profile and they, sent him away, which is something that possibly cost them money and not the sort of thing they usually do when trouble befalls people that are very high up. They like to keep their cash cows no matter how bad the cash cows behave, so to speak. However, he is now jumping right back into the title frame. It is an interim title, but that's only because the person he was supposed to face is out at the moment with injury. So he's facing Vincent, which in one respect shouldn't be fighting him for a number of reasons. The first is he's only rated number 6, so there may well be better people to fight Jones, and I wonder if this is sort of a thought from the management that he can be fighting for a title without worrying too much, because if Jon Jones were to be beaten by Vince here, there would never be a cause for him to fight directly for the title as quickly as possible, which is of course what people want, because everybody else is saying, well, the person with the title never beat him, in fact failed, if I remember rightly, to beat him, then got the championship basically because he won a match after Jones had been sort of sent away, and basically in one respect a lot of people would still assume that Jones was the champion and that it was sort of like a unification. So I wonder if they're giving him somebody rated lower than they could in the hope that he will win. I don't care about that sort of politics. I wonder if it was right for him to retain his job at all, given what he was involved with. But they weren't about to get rid of him altogether, because they do need, I suppose, they do want their money. So the match is Jon Jones versus Vincent. Jon Jones obviously faced higher calibers. He's been one of the best. Vincent hasn't been one of the best. He's done all right, but Jon Jones, even with the ring rust that he may have got, will probably win this one. If Vince wins this one, this is huge for him, absolutely huge, but not in the interest of the organisation at all. Let's move on. Demetrius Johnson is fighting Henry Cejudo. Now, Henry is a worthy opponent here. He is the number 2, and he has a perfect record of 10. The issue is that most of his wins are by decision, whereas Demetrius Johnson, he is a little bit more spaced out in terms of what he wins and loses by. He's the champion at the moment. He's been champion for quite a long time. He's actually done extremely well at flyweight, and a lot of people, they underestimate him. They write him off, and I don't know why. I don't know if it is still the stigma of them being light weights in terms of weight, or what. His record is 22-2. I see him winning, but this could well go to decision. The next bout is Anthony Pettis and Edson Barboza. This is number 3 and number 9 respectively ranked. I hope Anthony Pettis wins this one, because I think Anthony Pettis was the one who lost his last match by some sort of split decision or something like that, which I disagreed with. I hope Anthony Pettis can do well here. I do like him. This will probably be a war on their feet, though. Both men are big strikers, according to the statistics. The next match is Robert Whittaker and Rafael Natal. Don't know, really, with this one. Robert Whittaker is ranked 17, while Rafael is ranked 13. But I recognise, I think I'm more knowledgeable about Rafael, so I don't know about that one. Yeah, Rodriguez and Andre Fili. If Rodriguez wins, it will be by decision, but I wouldn't be surprised if Andre Fili actually wins this one. I think I will go for him on that. The undercard, Sergio Pettis should really be on the upper card, as far as I'm concerned, but there we are. Is fighting Chris Calades. Don't know him very well. I think Sergio Pettis will win this. He's ranked 15 against an unranked person. His record, 13-2, is a lot more in terms of experience than 9-2, but it's probably a good matchup. They are very evenly matched statistically speaking. Both of them hinge more on decision than anything else, so it would be nice if we could see a finish from Pettis on that. Danny Roberts and Dominique Steele. Danny Roberts, according to this, whose nickname is Hot Chocolate, is from England, and he does have a very impressive record, 12-1, and his that's interesting. According to this, he's 8% submission, but 0% anything else, which is bizarre. So where's the other sort of 90-odd%? I don't know. Dominic Steele, he's been around quite some time in the UFC. I know him. 14-6, but he is mainly a decision king. I think this is a good one. I'll go for Danny Roberts on that one and see what happens. There is a women's bout. Carla Esparza, number 2, and Juliana Lima, number 14. Sorry, ranked 14th. Don't know. Don't really care for that one. Gia Glacco-Franco, or something like that, versus James Vick. James Vick is still undefeated. A perfect record of 7 versus 14-3. Well, Franco has the advantage on the feet, according to this. No, I shall go for James Vick anyway. Let's go to the bottom of the card. Walt Harris and Cody East. Don't really know. This is 7-4 versus 12-1. It's going to be a war on their feet, according to the statistics. Marcos Rogerio de Lima and Clint Hester. Probably go for Clint Hester on that. Again, that's another one that is going to be, statistically, a striking match more than anything else. And the final bout is Efrain Escudero and Kevin Lee. Efrain Escudero here looks older. 25-10 is his record versus 11-2 for Kevin Lee. This one is breaking the mould a little bit on this card because this one, statistically speaking, should be a ground war that probably ends in decision. I am aware of both of these, but I think I'm going to go for Efrain Escudero. I could be wrong on that. But I shall go for that. And those are my predictions.